Hello, my beautiful boozers. I'm Alina, and this is my channel, Let's Drink About It. Today we have a special co-host, my Aunt Nicole. She is going to be here to talk about a few spooky stories with us today. As always, let's grab our sinful favorites and get to talking. So today, since it is Halloween, I've decided to do another paranormal story for you guys. And my aunt is here to help us out with a few of those. My first story is going to take place when I was probably about 10 years old, I'd say. And it was my cousin's house and my aunt's, my other aunt, not her. And it was incredibly haunted. There was a wonderful ghost by the name of Katie that lived there. And we only figured out that her name was Katie because my cousin Heather decided that it was a super great idea to play with a Ouija board. And with the Ouija board, they found out that her name, or the ghost, was named Katie. And Katie really liked my cousin's husband, Joel. Really liked my cousin's husband, Joel. She would always watch him go to the bathroom, or she would just appear in the mirror when he was going to the bathroom. But oh no, that's not all that Katie did. No, she liked to turn on bathroom lights and faucets. Basically anything that she could do to scare the crap out of you, she greatly enjoyed. Let's drink to that. So, Nicole, what would you say that was your personal experience with Katie? Like the scariest?
Well, Katie, I normally only saw Katie when we would leave for school each day because I was living at the house that Katie was living in when I was in high school. And she would watch us. We would go out the door to go to school, and she would be standing in the kitchen window just watching us leave. And it was really creepy because, the house was empty. There was no one there, but there was Katie. She was always there watching, always there.
Now, I also remember I used to hear a baby crying. Like, clear as day, all of my cousins and aunts' kids were, pretty much grown or were out of the house when we were here, baby crying. And we basically figured out that, we're thinking that Katie's husband killed her and her baby. We don't know that for sure, but that would probably be the most logical thing is that, someone killed her and her baby. Because we would always see Katie, and then we'd also always would hear a baby crying. And one time, my wonderful cousin Heather, and my wonderful cousin Joel, and my wonderful Aunt Nicole decided that it was a really fun time to fuck with me. So they all started, on the couch, and they're like, "Oh my God, did you hear that?" I was like 7 years old, so I was scared by anything, and they'd be like, "Oh my God, did you hear that?" And little did I know, my cousin Joel was upstairs, and he had a bunch of balls, like round balls, not boy balls, and he would start throwing them down the stairs, trying to act like it was Katie doing it. And he just started, making a bunch of noise upstairs, and this one and my cousin started freaking out and acting like it was Katie that was doing it. Well, Katie didn't fucking like that. She got pretty pissed off about it, so she started slamming all the cupboards in the kitchen and starting the faucet. Basically, just fucking pissed off that everyone was making fun of her. So that was a pretty traumatic experience as far as I can remember with Katie. Other than that, it would be, cold chills or hearing someone walk around upstairs and there would be no one upstairs. Lights getting turned on in the bathroom. I guess you could chalk that up to poor electrical. It was a really old house. But I personally think that was haunted. What do you think?
Oh yeah, it was definitely haunted. I saw Katie numerous times, and I know I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy.
Strength of that. So the next story is going to be probably when I was 4 years old, and Nicole was 6.
You were 4?
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like 9.
Yeah. So you were 9 and I was 4. And my dad decided that it would be a really great idea to get us Furbies. It was when the Furbies first ever came out. And I had Coco, and yours was named Lala?
Lala.
Yep, Lala. And mine was the black and brown one, and yours was the gray and white.
Yep.
Yep, it was gray and white. So we had Coco and Lala, and we did not have any batteries for them yet because we just didn't have any batteries in the house. My dad had just went and gotten them for us, and we decided that, we'd go and get batteries like the next day. So me and Nicole just went to bed like normal, really excited. We're going to go get our batteries for our Furbies next day. And out of nowhere, we just hear Coco scared of dark. And Lala no light dark. Mind you, these motherfuckers had no fucking batteries in them. No fucking batteries in them. And we're just talking to each other in the middle of the fucking night. Saying some shit like Coco scared of dark, Lala no like dark. And then they must have realized that they were near each other, because then they'd be like, Coco like Lala, Lala like Coco. Some fucked up shit. And then our cousin Heather had one as well, and hers would also not have any batteries in them, and it would just cuss up a storm. It would be saying fuck and shit. Now, I understand that, Furbies were meant for you to teach them words and everything, but not when you first get them.
No.
They're not supposed to know human words when you first get them.
No.
And definitely not cuss words. I'm a little concerned if they were programmed for cuss words when they're supposed to be toys for children.
Right.
And hers would just say fuck and shit like it had Tourette's. So we decided that we did not want to keep our Furbies. Me and my dad understood they were fucking possessed. And so we threw them away. A few years later down the road, I moved to a new house with my parents, and I opened up my closet, just moved into the house, had nothing in the house, no boxes, no anything. And lo and behold, there's that fucking Furby in the top shelf of my closet, just sitting there. Fuck Coco. Fuck Coco. So did you ever find Lala in any weird places?
Lala, I smashed to pieces with a hammer when I lived in Arcadia up north. Lala was talking while I was trying to sleep. Lala would not shut up while I was trying to sleep. And Lala did not have any batteries in Lala. So I took a hammer and I smashed that bitch to pieces. Couple days later, Lala was sitting on my dresser, just chilling, like as if Lala was fine, like as if Lala was never hurt.
So I would definitely rule Furbies, or at least the first edition. I don't think so much the new edition.
No,
your kids have
Ryan.
Furbies.
Yeah, Ryan has a Furby, and no.
But I would definitely say that the first edition, we're haunted as fuck. I don't know. It might have just been us and the fact that we're haunted. Couldn't tell ya. But leave me down in the comments below whether or not you guys ever had any run-ins with any demonic Furbies, so we know that we're not the only ones. My last story is definitely going to be, a little of a shorter one. I had a doll when I was a little girl, and my grandpa had gotten it for me for, I think, Christmas. Was it Christmas or my birthday?
I think it was Christmas.
Yeah, so Christmas. And it was a blonde little doll that had pigtails. This was in like the late 90s, early 2000s. And so it was like high-tech technology back then. Like, it was top of the fucking line. And it would dance. Like, you'd turn it on and it would just dance. And definitely back then, everything had to have batteries. Nothing just worked off of, not having batteries like today. So we just put the fucking batteries in it, and turn the bitch on, and she would start dancing. Well, it was in the middle of the night, probably about 2 a.m., you know, when all my stories start, and this bitch decided that she wanted to start dancing. And not just dancing like she normally did. Oh no, she wanted to really fucking dance. Like, it was just like some crazy shit. And I was scared shitless. I threw that bitch away. Granted, it could have just been the house that we were living in. That was the house that we had the footsteps with my uncle's room and all that fun stuff. So it could have just been the house that we were living in, or all my dolls could just been fucking possessed. I don't know. Could have also just been electrical shortage. I'm not sure. Didn't have the technology back then. It was late 90s, early 2000s. Definitely leave me down below, though, your guys' favorite paranormal stories. Let me know if you guys believe in the paranormal. Please check me out on Snapchat and Instagram and Twitter. Spelled Let's, L-E-T-S, Drink, D-R-N-K, and then About It Normally. And definitely subscribe down below. Thank you so much for watching my channel and my episode here today. And once more, this is my lovely co-host, my Aunt Nicole. As always, take a shot for me.